Hello, good day, everyone. It's an amazing day, and I want to take out this time to show you how you can work on your background for your online meetings. My name is Kelechi Bakopsi, and I'm here to guide you through. So, what you have here is just your normal Zoom. I'll show you what I mean by that. So, before this section, what you do is you open up. Okay, don't mind this Wise Up and Rise Up. It's a very unique thing I'm working on. And so I click on my Zoom app, and so what happens? Double click, so your Zoom opens up, and now you want to work on your background. You want to have a very unique background. So what I do now is I'll just walk straight to, this is where you can join, right? This is where you have a new meeting, you have to schedule a meeting, you share your screen. Okay, so but now I want to work on my background. So you go straight to where you have setting. Can you see this? This is settings. Okay, so I click on settings. So this has come up, and then you can see different options in your Zoom. You can see general, video, audio, share screen, chat, Zoom apps, background and effects, recording, profile, statistics, feedback, keyboard, shortcuts, and then you have accessibilities. Now, this is not our concern with all this information. The basic thing we want to do now is to work on our background. So you go straight to where you have background and effects. You click on it, okay? You will have options, right? So now you can see what you're already seeing is what I have as my background, the last choice I made. Okay, so and it's very, very unique. Can you see that? Now you have different options here which I've already saved. Okay, once you save them, they will all line up here, so you can always choose what you want. They are all very, very unique. Can you see that? You can decide to use blur background, just like what I have just displayed now. So I'm using my real background, but it's blurred. If you want to say I don't want anyone, you just click on this, right? If you want to use this, anything you decide to use, right? There was a time we did project 1000, so I used it as my background. So what is displaying now is a mirror image, but if you are live with me, you'll be seeing it on the other side as project 1000. Okay, so now you can scroll down, make any choice, anything you want to use, you can decide, but then don't forget that you must have already saved it in this place, right? So you can decide to choose like I said, what you want for your background. Like when we do book review, I do a kind of background that will give me that book review. Okay, so it's all up to you. So now I know your question might be, okay, so how do I create my background and have a unique background? Like I have a plain background, this is also a unique one, just everywhere white. Okay, so now I have my favorite background, and is this. Okay, so now with this, if I want to use a different background that I want to create new, okay, so all I need to do is I need to first of all create that background. You can go to online, to choose any picture of your choice. Let me show you what I mean by that. I'm actually live online. Okay, so I can go to Google. You know, a lot of things are on Google now, so any information you need, you can actually get it from there. Okay, so if I go online live, okay, let's minimize this and get that. Okay, so I go through here, and then I'm going on live online. I want to check for any background that I want. You can actually ask for a special Zoom background. Anything you ask of Google, you will actually get an answer, right? Okay, so now I go to Google. So from Google, I can now search for the information I want, and in this case we're looking for what? Special background for online meetings. Now one thing about Google is that you can actually type any question, and if you're wrong they will direct you, but definitely you will see almost everything you ask for. Okay, so it's coming up, just give us some seconds. It's coming up. That's one thing about network, sometimes it slows down and then finally it comes up again. Okay, so let's get this running. Okay, it's coming up now. It's coming up. It's coming up in seconds. 5, 4, 3. Okay, it's here now. So special, it's just whatever you want. Okay, so I want to use special zoom background. Now one thing about Google is that while you're even typing, they are helping you to achieve your desired question, right? So I want to look out for special zoom background. So I go ahead to search for it. Now once it opens up, you just go straight to the options that you want, right? That is under images. Okay, it's coming up. Remember, we are looking at a situation whereby you want to have a different background. So go to images. I just clicked on images. Every question you ask, you have multiples of options. Okay, so can you see the options? Okay, so you can just choose from here. Anything you want as your background. That is the beauty of having this knowledge. I can see very beautiful ones. Okay, so if for example I want this, just picking up something at random. For example, I want this, maybe I'm into music and I want something that would depict that. You can see the options. No, life has been made easy by social media and informations online. Okay, so if I choose that, just as an example, and actually you can decide, it's just up to you the kind of background you want. Okay, so I can now copy this. Watch me, I copy this, copy image. I just copy the image. I can first of all place it where I just want it to be before loading it up. I'm sure the steps I'm taking is not difficult for you. Okay, so it's gonna come up shortly. Okay, so that we can place it there, snipe it, and then load it, right? Okay, so let me add up a fresh slide. Please, if this is difficult for you, you can reach out to me for a better explanation. So I drop this here, and then this is it. Okay, for better sniping and clearer picture, you can drag it, and then when you drag it, you can now snipe. Okay, get your sniping tool up, and then here we go, new snipe. Here is my choice, and so I have this. You can now save it. So once I save it, it stays in my picture gallery, right? Then I'll have to go back to the zoom. So it's in my picture gallery. I can check it. Let me save it as zoom BG1. You can see some of the ones I already had before. My video zoom BG1 is there already. Okay, you have BG11. So I save, right? Now what do I do now? I can now go back to the zoom, okay, where I'm carrying out my settings. So I go back to this, and then go back to the settings, go to background and effects, and then you see this plus. This is very, very important to know. Once you see add image, okay, so I click on it, so I'll be able to add the image that I have, right? Add image. With this add image, I'll go to my pictures in order to get that particular one. So I saved it as zoom. So let me just search it out. Save it as zoom. Don't worry, we're almost there. Zoom. Save it as zoom BG11. So search is gonna come up now. It's gonna come up now. Downward. Okay, can you see that now? So if double click it, it will move right inside your options. Can you see what I'm having at my background now? So it moves in and also stays as your background. So if you don't want this, you can choose what you want, right? You can choose what you want. So that is the beauty of, you know, having special background for your meetings. Okay, so I want to also show you how you can do this while you're live in a session. Okay, you can actually work on your background while you're live in a session. Let me show you in a jiffy. Okay, so here we have a session going on. I'm sure you can see here you have 994. In a few seconds time we're going to hit 1000. But then I want to show you that you can also work on your video background while the section is going on. How do you do that? All you need to do is, like here you have your mic section, here you have your video section. Just click on the draw up. In this case sometimes it's draw down, but here is draw up. So you click on it to see all the options you have. So from here you can see all the selections that you can make. And now you want to work on your video background, so you click on choose virtual background. So I click on choose virtual background, and then behind the scene I'm the only one looking at what I have on my screen already, so I can actually work on what I want, like what I have here. Can decide to choose what I want from already saved options. Okay, so depending on the time of the day, like here is morning hours, so I can decide to use sunrise, which is unique. In the evening, I can decide to use something like this. Can you see the beauty of this? So with this, you can't tell the position of this person, but you can see that the background have made the person come out better, so that whatever the person is doing on the section, the presentation, or you know, kind of listening to others, is an amazing sight to have. Okay, so I usually have very powerful one, which I love so much. They are all here, so I can decide to choose any of this. Can you see? So it just depends on what you want. Okay, one of my favorites is this. You know, it will just look as if you're just seated on the chair, you know, with a beautiful plant in your office. So this is exactly what it means to have a unique background for your online meetings. Okay, so stop hiding yourself. Ensure that your videos are always on. It makes it amazing. So we have a section going on, and then what this means, okay, this is 992, and this is gonna hit 8,000 in a second. Can you see that going up? And what is there? 999, 1,000, amazing. So in a session like this, you can always work on your background. You can change your background to whatever you want. So I can actually see behind the scene what I already have as my background, in case if I decide to change my background before coming up live. So from that option here where you have your video, click on it. So this is exactly what I have presently, and I can decide to change it before coming up live in the meeting. So all I need to do is to scroll up from already saved videos. I can choose what I want. I can decide to choose this. You can see, amazing. Just up to you to choose what you want. Anyone you click, just depends on what you want in the meeting. So you see, very, very unique. Okay, so I usually have my favorites.
So proud of you. Well done. That was
all lined up here.
And I got to learn a lot.
To choose I
got to learn a lot. So Wahala
because it gives you a
wasn't
very
paying
good
attention.
and background.
So good morning,
meetings.
everybody.
And
Thank
one
you
of my
so much,
best is this. You know why?
Thank you so much for that. Good morning. I'm
feeling
excited.
that you're already seated on the chair, right? With a very beautiful indoor plant in your office.
So are we
excited?
I want to be seeing a lot of
So with this, you now
in the
make sure that your
chat
videos are
I
on
want to see a lot
in
of
an online meetings. It makes you, come out better for better outings. Okay, so to learn more on how to be good on social media, and also how to take advantage of the social media, because there are over 4 billion people on social media.
Let me ask you
Don't
a question.
forget to reach out
The
to
lady
me
speaking in front of you
through my
please don't
email,
look
which is
beautiful. I wanna ask
backupsforever@gmail.com.
question chat box. The lady speaking in front of you, don't I look beautiful?
BAKOPSI
Wouldn't you want to ask
EVA
It wasn't always to the microphone.
Okay, would you like us to go back to the section just to see how this particular background plays out? It's very simple. Let's do that right away. Okay, so I close this, and then okay, this is Ambassador Chinasa Opera. But then let me show you how this plays out. I can go to gallery. Gallery will display almost everybody per screen, and then you have 1/40. So on this particular screen, you have 5 times what? 5 times 5, which is 25 times 40. That is 1,000. Right? You can see there's the number of people in the section. So I open up my video just to show you exactly what I mean. That background is going to surface close to her. Can you see it? So she's pinned. That's why she's appearing as the first person. This is what I mean by pin. So you can pin someone in a section, and the person comes out for a speaker, right? So you can see my background now. You see it's unique, right? Very, very amazing. So if I want to see only the presenter, I'll just go to the options here, and then I'll click speaker. Can you see that? That is speaker. So once you click on speaker, the presenter will be the one that will be shown in the big format, just like this. Okay, so I'm sure you've learned a lot, and like I said before, you can also choose your background while your video is still on. But you know, when someone is actually looking at you and your video is on and your background is changing, it's kind of distracting. So, but let me show you how that happens. So I go to choose virtual background, select virtual background, and then I can choose whatever I want as my new background. So if I decide to choose this, it's changing life while
I share what I'm about to share.
Let me show you that. Can you see it in the section?
I started this business because of my mother. I started this business because of my siblings.
So you can play around these things, and then to help you to make your Zoom meetings very, very unique.
Get to that level that
Okay,
they always
so
wanted.
I always prefer to see a
Would you
lot of
rather
people in the
go
meeting,
to
so I
like
prefer to go
just,
to
you know,
gallery.
just
So
manage
gallery
it? I want to
displays
see your
almost
answers in the
everybody per
chat.
page.
Would
And
you
then if
rather
you want
just
to
go
see the
through
next
life and
person in the
just be
section,
thinking, okay, I can
and
manage
always
this,
click
I can
next
manage
here.
that. Or you would
Takes you to the
rather
next
go
page where
through
you
life
have
making
people,
impact.
and it usually displays
Those are the
those that
set
their
of people
videos
that
are
when
on
you
first
embark
before
on
other
the 90
persons.
days game plan,
So
your life
keep
will be
scrolling.
transformed.
You can see everybody
Let me tell you
in the session.
something. Your
To move.
success is not just
Okay,
about
so and that
your
is how it
success
is.
is about how many people you're
Move.
going
So
to
as you
help.
continue to look
because
at
you're
4, this is 4 or
successful.
40.
Do you
So see
understand what
that
I
these
said? Let
ones,
me
their
repeat it
videos are
again.
not on, so you
Your
can't
success
actually
is not just
see
about
them
you,
or see their
but
background. And a lot
about
of these
how many people you
have their
can
videos
help.
closed because
How much
probably
impact
their background
you
is
can
not good
make.
enough,
That
right?
is what
So,
it,
but
I
with
mean,
this
that is
training
what
now,
makes
I'm
it
sure
all worth it.
you can always
From this
change your
opportunity.
background to what you want,
If not for that
so that your
burst of
videos
action,
will always
that
be
burst of
on in a
activity,
session.
somebody came
It's
to me
always
and said,
amazing
wait,
to have
Chinasa,
videos
it's not
on
the same
in a session.
business
So if
that
I
I'm
keep
doing that
scrolling
you're
this,
doing.
I'm going to be hitting
Hey.
almost 40 slides. You
Are
can
you
see this
fine?
16 of 40,
Listen, just
17,
tell me, maybe
18,
are you doing another
19,
business
20,
outside of
keep
this?
going.
Please go to the
So
chat
this is
box
to
and
tell
type
you
in error.
the beauty of the
It's
business you
going
are
to be
in.
painful
In a
when
section
you
like this
embark
is
on a
just
90 days game plan with so many other people.
30, and
And
you have
after
over
that 90 days
1,000
game
people
plan, you
in the
see that
section.
some people are
This is
going
amazing.
like
You
rockets.
can't afford not to be
You're
part of
moving
this
ahead.
revolution. Okay,
People
so if
are
you want to know
buying their
more
cars.
about
People
this,
are build
don't
homes for their
forget to reach
mother,
out
for
to
their
me
father.
through my
You
email.
see people
Okay,
doing big things.
backupc forever
You'll be
at
acting on the same business.
gmail.com.
What am I doing
Okay.
differently? What
So,
you're doing differently is you're
At
not
this
doing a
point,
burst of
I will just
activity.
say, have
So please,
an amazing day.
you
While
have the
we go back to the
opportunity to
speaker,
embark
it's
on
good
the
to see the
90 days
speaker
game plan.
while
Play
the
with
person
it.
is
My
on.
business changed
It's
from
a
the
good
90 days
one.
game plan.
And then if you just want to
And just-
see the gallery, you can just click here.
They started this
Both the
meeting in front
speaker
of me.
and
I'm
other
no more
persons in the
special
meeting.
than you are.
Okay, so
God cannot
try it
love me
out,
more
and
than
if there's
He
any
loves
challenge,
you. Do you
don't
understand
forget
me?
to reach
I
out
just
to me.
did what
Okay,
needed to be done.
so
I made up my mind
have
that
an
no
amazing
matter
day.
what, I'm
Thank
going to
you.
be celebrated as one of the